Hi, welcome to another video. If you're new here, welcome. I hope you like whatever I'm doing here. Today the video is a little bit different. It's something I've been meaning to do for a while now, and it's something I want to keep doing, sort of like a series in this channel. For those who don't know, I've been bullet journaling for something like a year and a half by now, and every month I do these spreads with drawings and just a way to organize my life. This month the theme is cute ducks, and I'm really proud of it because usually I take inspiration from Pinterest or other journaling influencers or YouTubers, but this time I did it all myself. It's like all my drawings. I had never drawn ducks before, and I think it came up pretty good. So right now what I'm doing is the monthly calendar spread. I try to do a pretty simple calendar of the month. It's 3x4 each square. I find it that I don't need a big calendar because I don't have that many events every day to occupy that much space, but this is useful because it's really small. You can abbreviate whatever you want to write. And yeah, this is now me drawing some leaves and some flowers. I really don't know how to draw leaves or how to color them, neither do flowers, but I tried and it's not perfect and it works for me. I'm not that picky. I chose this pink, blue and green color combo because I've drawn a lot of ducks with flowers in their heads and I don't have that many tombos. Those are pretty much the colors I have there on the side, so I had to choose to do pink flowers. So yeah, there's the blue from the water, the green from the grass and the pink from the flowers. So to finish off this spread, I'm writing the numbers in each box, and I didn't do it here, I did it at the end, but I fine lined the drawings because they looked a little bare. Moving on to the main title spread, I chose to do this like circular shape drawing of this walking duck with a flower in its head. And I'm not drawing the water. I had so much trouble drawing the water and coloring it because I only had two shades of blue, that light one and this really dark one. It made like a huge contrast, and I didn't have my white gel pens, so it was really hard to work with only two of these after watching like a million tutorials. But yeah, since I've done it by myself, I'm really proud of it anyways. Not many people know because I don't usually advertise this part of myself, but I really love to draw and to paint. So when I say I've been meaning to do this video or like a drawing video for a while, it's because yeah, it's true. And I'm really happy to finally be doing this and showing and posting on the internet this hidden talent, if you want to call that. By the way, I haven't talked about why I chose ducks to be this month's theme, and that's simply because I really like ducks. I don't know, I find them really cute and fascinating, so I had to do it, you know. I just went on Pinterest and searched for some cute ducks, and then that was pretty much my inspiration. I did some sketches before because I had never ever drawn ducks, and yeah, that was it. Moving on to the trackers, here's my mood tracker and habit tracker. I've been doing like since July, so I've did it once. This kind of dot chart mood tracker. It's kind of boring and it's pretty simple, but sometimes you don't have the creativity to do these little drawings, so we can then fill it out with the color corresponding to our mood. So yeah, this is pretty simple. There's two lines, the vertical one with the days of the month, and then the horizontal one at the top with the moods, and then you put a dot in each day, in each mood, and then you connect the dots throughout the month. This spread is pretty simple. I didn't want to fill the whole setup with ducks, so I tried to do more plants and flowers, even though I didn't like them much. It is what it is. I think it's cute nevertheless, so I'm happy with it. For the habit trackers, I only track 6 habits that I really want to keep in my life. It's been that way ever since I started journaling, I guess. Sometimes 1 or 2 changes depending of my goals for the month, but it's pretty much the same habits I've been tracking since I started. I used to track a bunch of them, like a little more than 6, but I found it was like too much work, and some of them weren't really habits. They were just like things I liked to do and wanted to do more, but sometimes I didn't have time. I always check my habits because every month I forget, even though they are the same since forever. And I usually track reading, no spending money, my anxiety at night, because that is a part of the day where I get more anxious, if I took my vitamins, my pill, and my washing hair days. We're now on to the adulting stuff. This is my budget or finances log. This is where I keep track of the money of the month. I think everyone needs it because it's really useful. And I did this simple design. I really just did this chart and nothing more. It's the most simple thing I've ever done. So there at the bottom is the total money I got in the end of the month. And then the first column is the expense, where I spent my money. Then a category, if it fits into food, into fun, into transportation, I don't know. And then there's this plus and minus sign, because it's like what added to my bank account and what left my bank account. It's really sad to see it, but it is what it is. The highlights of the day is my favorite log of bullet journaling, because this is what keeps me positive and what really keeps me in perspective every month. And that's because when I go back and I check the highlights of the day of previous months, I always check the mood, so then I can understand why I felt that way in that specific day. So sometimes I understand that even if I was like in a bad mood, there was a highlight of the day, there was a part of that day that I really enjoyed. And when I was happy, I like to see what was the reason for my happiness. And then I did this little duck on the bottom of the page because I felt that this setup didn't have enough ducks yet, so I did this one with a little farmer's hat, and I want to call him a name. I think I'll call him Milo because I don't know what is a duck name, so Milo it is. For the final part of this video, this is the first weekly spread. This is basically where I write my tasks of every day in each box, and yeah, this is the first week. As you can see, I did a little ducky up there because I felt like every weekly spread had to have like its own like zazzle, you know. And yes, I've done the other ones already because I don't like to be every week doing this. I like to get it all set up and ready from the time I do the first one. So I had already done the other ones and I was checking like the colors because I had done that for like a week. Okay, so before I go and let you check the final results of this entire setup, I just wanted to say that it's okay if you make mistakes while doing your bullet journal. It's totally normal. I just did one and I cover it up. You can always fix it and it doesn't even look bad. As you can see, it looks perfectly normal, and yeah, it's all good now.